Welcome back to RDR, folks. Got the Compact Presario in front of me once again, and today we are going to look at Microsoft Flight Simulator 98. If you remember, or if you haven't seen it, I did do a video on Microsoft Flight Simulator for Windows 95. The first one, I believe it was the first one. Actually, I can't say that was the first one. There's ones before it, but this one I've remember fondly as well, and I'm really glad I finally got a copy of it. So I have my joystick hooked up here. I'm using a Logitech Extreme 3D Pro joystick, and I'm going to play a little Flight Simulator 98 after we install it here. So let's do that first. So what it comes with is similar to the other one, a blank insert, blank back page, and the cover. So not a whole lot. All right. That's a good name. I think it's funny how it defaults to Flight Simulator 95 when it's clearly Flight Simulator 98. Okay. And I like to do this for the sake of playability. We'll see how much room it actually takes. So I'm putting everything, as always, right on my computer. I don't know. Oh, I can do that. For a second, I thought I couldn't, but it looks like... Oh yeah, I certainly can. Date on this game is 1997, of course. Which is why on the front it says designed for Windows 95 and Windows NT, because it clearly came out before the launch of Windows 98. Which is interesting. Must have been really close. Another game I picked up today that I will not be putting on this computer is Flight Simulator 2004. This is going to go on the MSI. I really hope it works. I am really excited to play it. I've been playing a lot of X-Plane, and that's a lot of fun, but I still like to go back to these old ones. I don't know why. There's something about them. And this might take a while. This game does look to have a multiplayer setting. It says there's a little ad here for Internet Gaming Zone, and you can play with other pilots, which is really cool, especially for 1997's sake. I am hearing choppy noises coming from this, which is not a great sign, but something I'm slowly getting used to with this computer. There's still a part of me that wants to put Windows XP Professional on here, but I just feel like we've come too far, and it would lose a little bit of that charm going to that operating system. I'm very fond of Windows XP, but it just doesn't have. I mean, you can make it look like the old ones, like with the classic skin and stuff, but it just doesn't. It just isn't Windows Me, and it isn't Windows 98. So, if anything, I think I would drop this back to Windows 98. If anything, I don't see myself pushing it forward. I just need to find a genuine copy of Windows 98 with a boot disk. It would just be great. I really want to do it with just an unopened copy, but man, those things are still expensive. It's crazy. And of course, it'd be Windows 98 SE. A couple of other things I've picked up. I got a copy of Windows 2000 Professional. Almost made a video about putting it on here, but ran the diagnostics, and it really doesn't pick up a lot of hardware. And it's just not what I want to put on this computer, I don't think, especially if I want a game. I also picked up Microsoft Office XP Professional, which is awesome. And I was tempted to put it on here, halfway tempted, but then I think Office 97, which I have on here, is more appropriate. I mean, they're both appropriate, but if I had a Windows XP machine, this is totally going on it. And that may or may not happen. I might load up Office XP Professional in my virtual drive. Don't think I'll make a video. I just don't see it being that. I mean, we know what Office looks like, and this is just on the cusp of not being that nostalgic. I never really remember using it, but it's worth having for when I do get an actual XP machine. Something I really need to do. I think really what I want to end up doing maybe is having a Windows XP laptop and having this be my Windows 98 laptop, but at the same time, the idea of just redoing everything for that change is, I don't know, probably not worth it. I've been getting my Windows 98, my Windows 98 SE fix, nostalgia fix from my use of it in the virtual machine lately. If you haven't seen other videos, I've been doing a lot of stuff with virtual machines and messing with old operating systems there. It's been a lot of fun. So I will do a video breakdown of what I'm doing and what I've done. And I think the Windows 95 one's been the most exciting one to use. It's been the most challenging to get to work right. So really excited with where I've gotten that. So expect that in the near future. And we are close. Now this game I love because the graphics are right where I kind of remember them for most of the flight games I played. So this really fits the profile of what I remember playing as a kid. Windows Flight Simulator for Windows I played, but that was much later. It was this one that I remember experiencing, I think, firsthand, and it really fit the profile of a lot of the games I was playing. Like I said, like F-22 Lightning II was a game I played a lot, and U.S. Navy fighters. I've mentioned all these. They're games I kind of grew up with. Were like flight games. Flight games I think were all over the place, of course, back then because they were simpler to make. I think it was a concept that, and plus, I mean, just computers and flight games just went hand in hand. That's what everyone wanted. You either wanted to be flying or racing. FPS really wasn't a thing yet. At least in the way we know FPS now. All right, let's give it a try. All right. All right, we are building a database for new scenery files, and it, of course, is going to take a few minutes. All right. We should, of course, learn to fly, but let's just select a flight, because who wants to watch me learn how to fly? Okay, here we go. Make a quick stop in Catalina with the new Cessna 182S and then head back to the hustle and bustle of Los Angeles International Airport. Okay, I'm in. Here we go. Oh yeah, we're flying. We are. I just picked up my joystick, no problem. Little bit choppy on the graphics. All right. I mean, it's a definite improvement over 95. Although I like taking off. I don't like starting mid-flight. It just never was my thing. I think the takeoff was the best part in the landing. Let's see if we can get I think it was Alt Enter to. Yeah, there we go. All right, I think we're going down. I really don't want to crash. I just want to change my view. I am a chase view sort of person. And I really have no idea how to do that. Yeah, I think what I'm doing is right. There we go. That's a little more of an overhead, but just want to see if we can do anything with graphics. There we go. So we are in performance. Let's see here. Let's just give it a try. More performance based. Kind of get rid of that glitch. I think we did it for the most part. You can tell the frame rate's pretty low. I don't know what land me means. Let's try a different flight. Let's, you know what? I like to make our own flights. So let's create a flight here. That way we can pick a plane we actually want to fly. Like the Boeing. Oh, there's helicopter. I think the Boeing wins. Wow, there's a lot of airports. I'm just gonna pick one at random here. Select weather. Yeah, weather. Let's go with none. Time of day. Ooh. Let's go with dawn. All right. Pardon me. Let's see here. It's so much better starting from the ground. Of course, we got to do. See if I've gotten any better at this since the last time you may have seen me play it on Microsoft Flight Simulator for Windows 95. It was pretty rough going. I got a lot better right away after I ended the video and put a little more effort into it. Oh, geez. Okay, we are taking off fast. Geez, usually the gear. There we go. This view is terrible. Oh, we're going down. Are we going down? No. Yeah, we're stalling out. We are way... There we go. This would be one turbulent flight right now. I think I had us pointing like straight up. We're stalling out again. We gotta change that view. Okay. Let's see here. Now, what is the difference between cockpit and virtual cockpit? Okay, I don't think I like virtual cockpit very much. It's a horrible rendition of a 3D cockpit. Let's go back to the cockpit. There we go. So it's basically the game Microsoft Flight Simulator for Windows 95 with a slight upgrade in graphics, I would say. Am I good at it? No. I think the spot plane view in the first one was better, though. I don't really understand this one yet. I think we are really close to the ground. It's hard to say. The ground looks the same, even if like you could. I'm pretty sure you could land right in the middle of this city. Yeah, we are not that far off the ground. Let's try to land it. Let's go. Flaps, gear. I'm going for a landing here. I really hate that box. There's got to be a way to get rid of it. All right, here we go. We'll end up in a crash. I think that's a crash. Not my best. Well, very similar to the last one. Glad to have it. A lot of fun. Definitely mess around with this a little bit. So, thank you for watching. Let me know, again, your experiences with this game in particular, or any of the flight simulator games that you're fond of or remember as a kid. I'd love to hear about them. Leave a message in the comments. Let me know what you think of these videos. Feel free to thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Small channel. More subscribers, the better. And, if not, either way, as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me, and have a fantastic day.